Cavs' second unit plays well in Bulls loss Cleveland, Ohio, while the Cleveland Cavaliers' revamped starting lineup continues to gel and search for an identity. The second unit appears to have found theirs already, along with a new nickname. Tristan Thompson would like to introduce you to the Bench Mob. That's what we call ourselves, Bench Mob, Thompson told Cleveland.com following Tuesday's preseason loss against the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, because I said it's official, so put that in your script. Head coach Tyronn Lue recently asked Derrick Rose to anchor the group, getting him some rest near the end of the first quarter so he can be fresh to run the offense at the start of the second. On Tuesday, that five-man lineup, Rose, Thompson, Kyle Korver Jr. Smith and Jeff Green, looked in mid-season form. I think we just play with a ton of energy and pace, Korver told Cleveland.com. Think it's fun with me and Swish out there filling the wings and being threats on the wing. Tristan, backup centers having to wrestle with him. That first half Derrick was out there really pushing the pace. Jeff is such a versatile player. A bunch of guys who can kind of just play. I think we can get away with, we don't have to run sets. We can just kind of like flow and play. Certain guys who can create. I think it can be a lot of fun. Unlike the starters, Tuesday wasn't the Bench Mob's first action of the preseason and they've had plenty of time together on the practice floor. As the first unit was tossing the ball all over the place, struggling with spacing issues and not fully comprehending all the sets Lue tried to implement, the Bench Mob was quickly wiping away Chicago's early lead, a stunning reversal considering the bench inconsistencies the last few seasons. Most importantly, it looked, and felt, like Cavaliers basketball. First of all, the Bench Mob has a lot of athletes from 1 through 5, Thompson explained. Kyle, myself, Swish, Jeff Green, and whether it was D Rose or Shumpemon Shumpert, we have guys that can get up and down the floor, especially with Kyle and Jr. being able to shoot at a high clip, and it makes it easy for myself and Jeff. We set pick and rolls, single side bumps, and teams have to make a decision. You want to stick on those shooters or will you take the roll away? Then with the guys we have handling the ball, they can get to the rim. Bench Mob has a lot of deadly weapons, so I'm loving it. Sound familiar? What Thompson described is the same pick your poison approach the Cavs strived for every night the last few years, only with different personnel. Rose, a blur in the open court, pushes the ball up the floor, looking for early clock attempts, just as James and Kyrie Irving did the past few years. You talk about, that looks like us, Kevin Love said. That second unit, they played fast and Kyle was getting open looks and Swish was getting open looks, and miss or make those are the shots we want. If those shots aren't available, the Cavs will lean on drive and kicks, pin downs for Smith or Korver, back cuts, elbow touches for Green, who has the same inside-outside skill set as Love, or high pick and rolls between Rose and Thompson. It's about spacing, slashing, creating, reading and reacting. There seems to be more freedom and Thompson is in the middle of everything, setting menacing screens and gobbling offensive rebounds. You're saying it flows better? Thompson asked. It looks like the Cavaliers. It looks like the team last year or whatever, or every year. It does help having 3 or 4 guys that have played with each other for over a year. For Jeff, it's just kind of be himself. Catch on the elbow, be a playmaker, and if not, attack the rim and be that 4-man. That's going to be an advantage because he's so quick, and him always being a 3-man going to the 4, he's going to have the advantage. That's how we view it. Green and Rose are the newbies, still trying to get acclimated. The other 3 have plenty of chemistry, built from playing together so much last year. Shumpert will rotate in there too, just as he did Tuesday night. With Rose resting, Lue had Shumpert initiate offense, creating shots for teammates or looking for his own offense. He scored 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting to go with 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. The first unit, with James still shaking off the rust following an injury-filled training camp, is striving for the same cohesiveness. It will take a bit longer, especially with 4 players in new spots and limited practice time together. And when it comes, there will be obvious differences with the 2 main groups. I think they should be different styles, Korver said. It's different personnel. If we tried to play the same style as the first unit, it wouldn't work as well. think that's kind of what has happened in the past. The second unit tries to take over the same plays and win just different players and personnel, so I think it probably